The Nerazzurri, famously, those wonderful colours. The 18 times Italian champions in a glorious history. Chelsea in a change strip, all white. After that game against Bayern Munich, but two good results on the board for Inter. And a good start to life under their new boss, Luciano Spalletti. Check the teams for you. It's a very strong lineup both ways. David Luiz in to the back three for Chelsea here. Fabregas and Kante, who struggled in the first half against Bayern, are paired again in midfield. But perhaps the most intriguing question here, how will Antonio Conte seek to deploy Michy Batshuayi? Inter have unearthed a couple of exciting youngsters on this tour already, but in the main Spalletti goes with experience here. Daniele Pedelli has arrived from Torino and he starts in goal here. The young centre-back Milan Skriniar came in for 25 million from Sampdoria. Borja Valero from Fiorentina. And underway here in the National Stadium in Singapore. Chelsea from... Played forward by Skriniar, and it's Chelsea opened up all too easily. Candreva's in here, deflection on it, and Courtois had to react very sharply. He might do again here. Desperate stuff here for Chelsea. Marcos Alonso helping out there, but...
Recovery run again, Alonso. Candreva comes inside, and David Luiz does remarkably well. I think it's Cahill who gets the block eventually, but it's really, really poor. Luiz does well. Courtois, to be fair to him.
As meticulous as Conte is, he's cut from the same cloth, isn't he? Here's Willian for Chelsea. Beats the first man all too easily. A little bit of a Brazilian samba about that from Willian. Easy in the end for Pedelli.
It's the first time Willian's had the opportunity to really get at this into back four. It's too easy. Past Valero. Nagatomo comes over, uses his pace, gets a little block. Batshuayi trying in the same fashion.
Two very successful spells, of course, at Roma behind him. 5 years in the end at Zenit St. Petersburg, and of course he came to here. They've done well on this tour so far, Inter, and I think Conte would acknowledge that.
And of course Conte.
Candreva again, Gagliardini joining in. Hits this one, and pretty much like the one a moment ago, it's a bit of a swipe on his left foot, isn't it?
Just doesn't quite connect with it properly, but again, it's Inter Milan being on the front foot. Candreva, real quality.
Into the space it goes for Batshuayi. Nice again from Batshuayi in the build-up.
Forwarded to him. Fabregas was always going to find him. Fancy taking Miranda on, and maybe that was the better option.
Azpilicueta. Big shout by Pedelli. Good work by the new man in goal here for Inter.
Good goalkeeping by Pedelli. Comes through a lot of bodies. Takes it right off Morata's head.
Cesc Fabregas is over it for Chelsea. David Luiz went for it, as he always seems to. Inter survive. David Luiz here. He gets away from Brozovic, doesn't he?
Poor defending, really is. Gets a good head on it. I think it's Skriniar. Reads the danger very well. Leaves his man.
Now this referee has got... Here's Willian. Deflection on it. And onto the top of the net. Sharp restart by Chelsea. Good work.
Well, Inter Milan now. Riding the look a little bit. Pedelli trying to marshal the troops in front of him. It's weak. Bojovic comes inside. Miranda times.
David Luiz. Pedelli doing his very best to look unconcerned there, the goalkeeper.
I think he clearly thinks it was very, very close. His usual technique. Gets all sorts of movement, really have many options. Batshuayi didn't particularly make a good move.
Oh, Pedelli almost blotted his copybook big time there.
Through this half, hasn't it? This is Pedelli. Could he have maybe done it first time? It is bouncing. He's very fortunate. Just dribbles past the post under huge pressure.
David Luiz got caught out a little bit. It's a good run by Jovetic, and it's a penalty to Inter. It's been conceded by Azpilicueta.
It's a super run. Jovetic, Luiz inside. Azpilicueta tracks him, takes on his chest really well. I think he gets the ball from that angle. I really do. I'd love to see it from a different angle, but I think he connects with it. This could well be the one. Lovely weight of pass. Jovetic takes it, and he clearly gets the ball.
What was interesting as well, Keith, is that Gary Cahill, the Chelsea captain, I think went over to the referee and said, maybe you want to go and have another look at that, or talk to the fourth official.
Well, the fourth official.
Courtois gets down to it first time, but surely Inter will run it home, and they do, and they lead here. He breathes again, and Inter, in stoppage time in the first half, have gone in front.
Well, just as you felt, there may well have been a little bit of justice with Courtois saving it. It's a good save. It's a poor penalty, it has to be said. He backs up really well. Chelsea players quite slow to react to the penalty.
Look how many Inter players were going for that. The referee Singh just waiting the signal. And underway. Inter with a fairly firm grip on the trophy that's at stake at the moment, and Chelsea playing themselves into trouble right from the restart. Brozovic. It's 2-0. It's turned in by Jovetic. Or is it going to be offside? The goal is ruled out. Oh, Jovetic says it cannot have been me. But what a let-up.
Gaps again. Certainly wasn't.
No, Keith, I'm sorry. That should stand. Perisic was onside. Now the assistant may have been slightly blinded by the player running forward from deeper, but no way that goal should be ruled out. I'm sorry. Padelli. Well, when it works, it's fine. Nobody argues when a goalkeeper. Onto Alonso. All along the ground it comes. No problem at all. First time, and then the swing by Batshuayi. It's a great win back by Fabregas. Batshuayi misses the target.
Well, it's Inter Milan's time to get away with one. Candreva gives a very sloppy ball away here. Gagliardini a little bit flat-footed, but Fabregas reads it well. Nicks in. And Batshuayi, it's a great opportunity.
Thing with him. Jovetic hits it.
Between themselves, Perisic and Jovetic really had enough on it to trouble Courtois.
In this game, Candreva. Chelsea about to make a change as Inter come again. And again Chelsea exposed. Perisic goes for it, and this time no problem. Inter are 2 up.
Well, it's been end to end from both sides. Really open, expansive, counter-attacking football, and it's Inter Milan that have provided a little bit of quality to get on the score sheet. This time Jovetic picks out the right pass. As ever, Perisic in that outlet, and he had no qualms about coming back inside, trusted his left foot, and he buries it. Azpilicueta can't get back. Such a solid player. Good finish.
Solid performance. Struts to Inter's stride at the moment. It's Candreva.
Well, he delayed it, Candreva. Could have played Perisic that little bit earlier.
Keith, and I say again, if Icardi's in the team, woe betide you if you don't play it early in that position. Perisic driving through the middle. João Mario's looking for him. That's a perfect ball to Perisic. And he returned the compliment, and somehow Courtois gets down. Should be
sets him free. The timing of the ball was beautiful. Look at his composure. Oops, inside, unselfish, lays it back, and if João Mario was up to speed, that will be 3-0 and game over.
Fabregas with the corner for Chelsea. Cahill went for it once or twice, straight at the goalkeeper in the end. Rudiger it was.
4 men into the box here, Chelsea. It's a bit of a scramble. Eventually, Rudiger gets a toe on it. It's comfortable for Padelli.
Signs for Chelsea ahead, in your opinion? Remembering back, that is the most extraordinary own goal I think I have ever seen in football. And Padelli could do absolutely nothing about it. Hang your head in shame. Kondogbia. It was all going so well.
Remarkable, absolutely remarkable. Murillo, there's a little ball back to him, and to say he's overdone this is an understatement. Tries to pass it back to Padelli, it's way too much on it. What a finish that is. Own goal. So another one just slightly bounces up under a little bit of pressure. Ah, staggering, really is staggering. Musonda puts him under pressure. Padelli can do nothing about it. He has to be available for the back pass. He's in the right area.
That's a work of genius in its own way, isn't it? Goodness me. Fabregas takes the corner. Cahill went for it again. Padelli happy to drop on it.
Again, Fabregas. It's a good corner, good delivery, good bodies in there. Cahill's the one that's trying to get there. Just can't quite get his head to it. It falls very kindly for Padelli.
So important for Chelsea. Musonda, twisting and turning, goes on, straight at the goalkeeper really. Padelli able to grab it comfortably, but it's been bright by Charlie Musonda.
We go on about youngsters getting the opportunity. They have to show something, they have to catch the eye. This lad's introduction certainly has. It's been at times fairly dull Chelsea in attack in a sense. This lad has been very bright.
Fabregas. Whistle's gone. It won't count, I don't think. Batshuayi thought his moment had come. Little irony or sarcasm in that applause in the direction of the assistant. This is a big decision, Keith, and not all of the decisions have been right so far.
I think he needed this. He's been struggling to really get any type of... Oh, it's clearly onside. It's two poor decisions that have gone against Chelsea.
Definitely. Valiant. Another quick one in by Fabregas. It's over Skriniar this time and over the top of the crossbar as well. Batshuayi locked out once more.
He looks dead on his feet, doesn't he, Batshuayi?
It's
Good opportunity. Murillo puts him under a little bit of pressure. Comes off his shoulder.